If you like wrestling, you will love this video because in this video I will show you the 8 best wrestling games that you can enjoy in 2022. So without wasting any more time, let's start. The first game of this video is WWE 2K19. Though licensed WWE games have gone out of favor with today's wrestling fans owing to their poor quality in comparison to prior generations, WWE 2K19 is something of a return to form. It's also far superior to its sequel, WWE 2K20, which is riddled with problems and unfinished gaming features. Players may enjoy classic 3D WWE action and fan-favorite modes such as Showcase, as well as experiment with new creative tools and match styles. Next up we have RetroMania Wrestling. Many recognizable faces from wrestling's gold and attitude eras may be found in RetroMania Wrestling. Among the noteworthy wrestlers are Tommy Dreamer, the Blue World Order, Jeff Cobb, and Nick Aldis of the NWA. Despite its 2021 release date, the game has a somewhat retro vibe, as seen by its arcade-inspired 2D aesthetics, gameplay, and story mode. Number 3. Action Arcade Wrestling. VICO Game Studios' Action Arcade Wrestling is an indie wrestling game that was intended to fill the hole left by WWE games. It, like RetroMania, is a homage to arcade wrestling games, with gameplay reminiscent of classics like Night Slam Masters and Wrestle War. Players may take this a step further by downloading a broad range of community-created wrestlers and customizing their own using the free Wrestle Lab Creation Suite. Next up we have A Gummy's Life. A Gummy's Life, while not a classic wrestling game, satisfies a similar need to bash your opponents in a variety of wacky and colorful locations. The fundamental concept is that gummies have taken over the city and started holding spontaneous wrestling matches at the local football stadium, parks, and other locations. Next up we have Circle of Sumo Online Rumble, a free-to-play sumo wrestling game featuring online multiplayer and competitive leaderboards in it. You take on the role of a sumo wrestler and enter a variety of bizarre venues to compete against opponents in physics-driven feats of strength. Each encounter pits you against up to 3 other players in a race to be the last one standing, with 5 rounds choosing the winner. Next up we have Wrestling Empire. M. Dickey is recognized for creating retro-style games that harken back to the golden period of wrestling games in the 1990s and early 2000s. Wrestling Empire follows this pattern while increasing the enjoyment aspect, making each M. Dickey game simple to learn yet difficult to master. It emphasizes online multiplayer, allowing you to invite other players to custom battles with as many characters and objects as you like. Next up we have Gang Beasts. The game, like A Gummy's Life, doesn't take itself too seriously and serves as a casual beat-em-up in which you and your buddies may punch, kick, and launch each other across several stages. One level is situated in a real wrestling ring, while other alternatives include a Ferris wheel, construction scaffolding, a metro station, and more. Despite the fact that the controls sometimes seem a little erratic, the character customization is very fascinating, and the random dangers are sure to take you and your pals off guard. The last game of this video is Mark Out, the wrestling card game. Mark Out is a wrestling card game that has you collecting, constructing, and battling your way up a competitive ladder. It has a roster of 100 plus collectible cards with distinct stats and effects that can be combined to construct your own deck in battle against the CPU and other players online. So these are the 8 best wrestling games for PC and consoles. Comment down your favorite game, subscribe and press the bell icon for more gaming videos.